Nafshi Yishoivev Yamcheni V'Magle Tzedek L'man Shemoi Am Ki Eilech B'Geis HaMaves Lo Yidara Ki Atoi Modi Shiftecho Mishantecha Heimo Yinachamoni Arech L'fonai Shulchan Neged Zoyroi Yishanta V'Shem Neroishi Koisi Levoya Ach Toi V'Chesed Yedefuni Kol Yimei Chayoi V'Shavti B'Veis Adinoi V'Oirech Yomim. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me to lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He guides me in straight paths for his name's sake. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff will comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You have anointed my head with oil. My cup runs over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. This was a psalm written by King David. I think most people have heard it before, Psalm 23. The reason that it's said by funerals or unveilings is because King David had a very difficult life. His life was Eishver. Really, he lost children. He had terrible tragedies happen to him. He was running away from people that were trying to kill him. Very hard. Very, very difficult. And even though his life was so hard, but he was able to write beautiful, beautiful poetry, praising God, having hope, and always looking at the good and not looking at the bad. This is a very good introduction for Yolanda. Ayala, Bas Rabbi Yisrael, HaKohen, and Shengel. Not starting with the last few months, which we know very difficult. Difficult period. Going back, I know she attended my classes. That's how I got to know her. She started to come into my classes in Brighton Beach, and I was teaching about Yiddishkeit and Judaism and different Jewish things, and she enjoyed very, very much. It seems that she was like looking a little bit to find some spiritual comfort, some spiritual peace. That's how I got to know her. I don't know Angela. I spoke to Angela on the phone. But I do know that Yolanda was very dedicated to her. Yolanda was a very good mother, and going back a few more years, she was a very, very devoted daughter. She took very good care of her mother, and she was very caring and very loving about the family. And really, when we think about it, no matter what a person has in this world, it's the family that's the closest. And the family is always the family. The money goes away, the property goes away, the honor, the power, all that doesn't stay. But family is family. And I want to tell, especially to Boris, I want to tell you and daughter that I think she felt a little bad. Maybe she made some mistakes in life, but in the very end, she said that she forgives everybody, and she really loves everybody, and she would, if you had to do it all over again, we would all do it better the second time. So I want the feelings to be good feelings now that it's it's a little too late to change anything, unfortunately. But it's like I always tell people, I say, please don't live your life, if only I would have done it this way. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. Don't live like that. When you have opportunities to share in good family and celebrations, whatever it may be, birthdays, anniversaries, weddings, whatever it is, make sure you make the effort to be there, because otherwise this is all that is left. Angela had a very, very kind heart. She was very talented. She was very creative. And interesting, I read this poem from King David. She wrote many poems. And she wrote many poems for children because she really had a very soft spot in her heart for children. I mean, many people came today. There are many friends. She had many, many friends. Maybe a lot of people are not here. They don't even know about it because it was a lot of back and forth. Many more people could have been here if they all would have known exactly what the plans were. A lot of people didn't know. But she valued her friends. She valued, of course, education. She was very educated. She had a good job. She enjoyed working, and she was a very good worker, very dedicated. And I was told that she spent a lot of time with her cousins. There are many cousins in the family. She spent time with them, and she was a part of it. It meant a lot to her. Just like I mentioned before, that King David had a very difficult life. He made the best of it. I think Angela also. I don't know all the history, but I know she had also a very difficult life. Many parts of her life were just not easy. She was alone a lot of the time, but she made the best of it. She did the best that she could. So it comes a time now where we sort of have to say goodbye, but we try to think and to look back at those good times, growing up, siblings, the brothers, the sisters, and I'm sure there were many very good and happy times, and not to concentrate and not to think about those times that were more difficult, certainly not the last few months when she wasn't well, we all know that, but know that she loved her family, she loved her children, her daughter Angela, and even though they were separated by distance, so I know that there was, as much as was possible, she tried to have some relationship with her. So we are here to say, Yolanda, we'll see you later. We'll see you another time. What do I mean? Because everybody knows in Judaism is the body, tiela, and there's the soul, dusha. The soul is forever. Soul does not die. Soul goes up to a much better place. We call it in Hebrew Gan Eden. We call it Olam Haba, but it's a place of peace. It's a place of serenity. It's a good place. Like you hear people say they're going to a better place. It's true. It's a better place. Over there, there's no tzudas. Over there, it's only good. So whatever suffering she had in this world, it's finished, and now she's in a better place. And it's very important to know that she really tried her best to do as much as she can for her family. Maybe none of us always do all that we really want to do, or to the best of our ability. We have to be forgiving, and we deal with it the best that we can. So, Ayala, Basra Yisrael HaKohen, you should be a Meilitz Yosha for the family and your friends, for all the people that came here to give you what we call Kovid Achron,